You are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. It's getting good. It's getting good, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting good. Bayern Munich, de Ligt, it's happening. Hasan Salihamidžić, Brazzo, our sporting director, was just in Juventus this morning, 5 hours ago, actually, to be more approximate, in Turin to begin negotiations for Matthijs de Ligt. And there's some good news and some skeptical news. But I just want to say, man, this de Ligt transfer, man, it really changed my life, man. I've seen de Ligt, the light, and he's the best center back of all time. You know, I was watching some more highlights and former games with de Ligt, and I'm realizing something. He's not just a good center back. He's an exceptional leader. And I was thinking, why do they think he's a flop at Juventus? Oh, look at this 70 million flop. It's always the people that sound like that, man. It's the bitter folks. And I came to the conclusion that people are projecting the sadness of their own lives on Matthijs de Ligt. De Ligt is doing better than them in life. And the only people that say he's overrated are the people that just can't accept there's a human being that left a club like Ajax and did better at Juventus. Juventus was a different environment because you had actual competition. You had Chiellini and Bonucci, two of a center back pairing that everyone is jealous of. De Ligt has had to build his way into that and then cement his position, which he did. Now, keep in mind those center backs were getting older, but the fans were used to them at a certain level of performance, and de Ligt replaced them perfectly. And then people will see one clip in a billion games of a mistake, which isn't really de Ligt's fault, and then they'll be like, oh, see, he's overrated. Yeah, I'd say he's overpriced, but not overrated. Like, that's just salty. You're just a salty man. That's it. That's what it is. So that's why people are saying de Ligt's overrated and all these other things. Now, we're in negotiations with de Ligt. There's some news around Lewandowski. There's some other things going on. Talks have already been completed with de Ligt's agents, which is Mino Raiola's, or the late Mino Raiola's agency. So we're already negotiating with Raffaella Pimante. She's their agent. So that's good. Personal terms agreed. Chelsea's out of the race, let's be honest. Chelsea aren't in Turin. They're in Spain negotiating with Barcelona for De Jong or something like that. And then it turns out De Jong's going to stay at Barcelona. So what the hell was Todd Boehly doing in Barca? Weird, huh? So, yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on with the transfer window. But what I do know is this. Chelsea's out of the race. Bayern have convinced de Ligt that the only club he should want is Bayern. We have a better project than Chelsea, and we have the prospect of the future. Todd Boehly is still a very underdiscovered aspect of Chelsea that no one has really considered yet. He's not Roman Abramovich. He already fired Marina. So Chelsea can be very different. If Todd Boehly runs Chelsea like he runs the Dodgers, the baseball team in Los Angeles, Chelsea might be good, man. They might be good because he's going to run them with competence. But it's a different sport, different country. Just because he bought Chelsea and he's rich doesn't mean he's going to run it well. You can look at the Man United owners. People say the Glazers never spend money. Yes, they do. They spend billions on players at Man United. It's just they're not buying good players. They're buying Harry Maguire. That's the issue. So what's going on with de Ligt? So Brazzo was in Italy this morning. And they asked him how things were going, and he says, we can't talk to you about everything we talked about. And they ask him, are you optimistic? And he says, always, siempre, as the Italians will say. I think that's Spanish. My bad. Today's meeting was not conclusive. No agreement reached. Still a distance between Bayern's offer and Juve's demands. Negotiations will continue. And that's from Giova Albanese, another Italian journalist. I think it's weird how the English media has almost gone exclusively quiet on the De Ligt story, because it makes the Premier League look bad, because they spent hours and days writing stories about how De Ligt prefers the Premier over the Bundesliga, and now it looks like it's the other way around. I have to give credit to the German media. They got this first. It was a risk to completely link De Ligt to Bayern, but by the way, it's not like De Ligt is 1,000,000,000% coming to Bayern. I will not underestimate Brazzo's ability to screw this up. We screwed up with Serginho Dest, who I think would have been really good under Nagelsmann. We screwed up with not getting him in time, and here we are. So Salihamidžić is back in Munich, and he says they held talks. Now let's see. It was talks, which is the beginning of negotiations, especially in the footballing world. You hold talks first. You find out what the other side's saying about the value of the player, and then you give them your take on it. Bayern are clearly going to tell Juventus, look, De Ligt's 22. He wants to come to us. He has a 2-year contract there. If we get him next year, we'll probably get him on a cheap. So work with us now so we can give you a little bit more of what you want. Like, I was negotiating for my car. And the first thing I did was I created in my mind a picture of what I wanted the car to cost. The dealer obviously wants to make money because they're an individual dealer. Someone owns that dealership that just happens to have the word Kia on it because they work with Kia. So that's for starters. That's the biggest thing that I have to consider. They want to make their money and they want to maximize their profits. The car salesman wants to make his commissions, and that's how he makes his money and puts food on his family's table. I want the car because it comes with, one, the fact that it's a new car, so it can only be bought from this dealership. And two, if I had any repairs, I would go to that dealership with the relationships I've created. And every time I get an oil change, I go to the same dealership because I know they'll take care of me and they know how to take care of the car. So there's a benefit to getting it from the dealership and from the car manufacturer's dealership, more specifically. So I have to think to myself, how much money do I want to pay for this? I look at the price tag. Now, you can't go below MRSP, so manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP. Yes, you can't go below that. But you also don't want the ludicrous price they're trying to make you pay. First thing you do is they're going to ask you, what were you thinking? They're going to give you a plan and a package. Most stupid people just accept it. They're like, all right, I guess I'll take it, because they don't want to spend time. I was there at that dealership for 2 hours going back and forth. I told them, look, this isn't what I had in mind. This is way too much. And I told them I already got the loan from my bank, and the loan cap's here. So technically, I can't even pay this. The loan was like $40,000. They don't need to know that. And the car ended up being way cheaper than that for their final price. You know, it was like a few thousand below the loan I got. I told them, look, here's what I can do. I know you got to make money. See, you got to treat these people like they're people. Don't treat them like they're just a place you go buy a car. That's someone's food for the table for their family. So just tell them, I get it. I want you to make money and be pleased with this deal. I don't just want to be the happy one here, but I can't do this. Don't tell them what you're thinking right away. Just tell them you can't do this. You know they can work out a better offer, and you believe in them. They'll go back there and they'll think about it. That's what Brazzo's doing to Juventus. They go back there and they're like, all right, look, we can't sell them for this much because they're not going to buy. And this car needs to get out of here. I mean, there's probably people that would pay more for it, but I'm trying to make money today. And it's not a certainty that someone else walks in that door and is as serious as this guy. Juventus know that. They know Bayern's serious. They got personal terms agreed with De Ligt. And it's only a matter of time before De Ligt knocks on the director's door and says, I want to leave. What's going on? Why are you letting Bayern take this long? Accept the offer. And then now you're ruining your relationship with De Ligt's agents, and you're going to want future Mino Raiola clients. So you might as well play some ball. They're going to come back and be like, all right, we got you an improved offer. We reduce this. You can save this much. And this is where you're like, all right, guys, You did that. I know you can do better. So cross out the first price they gave you. This new price is what you want to lower. Don't stop negotiating. And this is where you want to start giving your personal thoughts. You should be like, all right, I came in here and my thought was I wanted to buy this car 30,000, everything included, final taxes included. And this is where they're like, see, 30,000 is what you're lowering it. What you really want is around 32,000 because that's reasonable. Give them 30,000. They're going to come back with an offer that says 33,000. It's going to be down from 36,000, and you agree at 32. That's negotiation. So Brazzo is playing a long game here, which is why I'm urging people to be patient with this De Ligt thing. He's not going to go to Juventus, 70 million, take it. He's going to go and say 45 million. Why? I don't know. He probably did. He's going to make it look like Bayern are broke, but De Ligt wants to join us. So Juventus have to play ball. Juve are going to be like, all right, we want this. Brazzo is going to come back with an improved offer that's higher than what he told Juventus, making Juventus think, man, this guy is serious. He understood our demands. And then Juve is going to send him a different perspective of what they see. And they're going to be like, all right, Bayern, let's do an extra 5 million and maybe 5 million in add-ons from your part. Adds up to 65 million plus 5 million. So that's 70 million. And then guess what? The deal's agreed. Bayern get a good offer, 65 million for De Ligt. And we're paying him 18 million gross every season. And that's negotiation. If we negotiated like some of these pricks on the internet tell you to, we'd be paying a lot of money. Bayern's first offer for De Ligt was 60 million. I told you. This just came out of build, plus add-ons of over 10 million. The offer was rejected by Juventus. The Italians want around 80 million. So Bayern came in low. Add-ons are higher. So guess what? They're going to come back with 65 million and the same add-ons, and Juve is going to agree with around 70 million. That's what happens, man. So Bild is saying the Italians want 80 million, and negotiations will continue. Both Bayern and Juventus want the move to happen quickly. Julian Nagelsmann wants to integrate De Ligt in the team as soon as possible, while Juventus prefer to sell the defender quickly in order to get a replacement. So both clubs want to get this done quick. Juventus know they're a club. They got to fix their situation. It's not going to be easy, but they got to do it. They got to get through this. So they're going to want to speed this up and go through it. It's negotiation. It's good. I'm hoping Brazzo knows what he's doing. He doesn't go back and say, all right, we'll give you 80 million. But it's good that Juventus are fixated on 80 million euros. Because if it's any higher than that, then the agreement is closer to 80 million. But because Juventus is fixated on 80 million, 70 million will do. And that's where the agreement will be, my prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, just started talking about business and Juventus, and I was enjoying it too much. Juve want to sign Koulibaly, so that might be interesting for them. Koulibaly would be a good replacement to De Ligt. He's a leader and various other things. I have a video coming out about Harry Kane and how that could be an option for Bayern. Like, it's serious. Plenty Goal saying it. Sky Sports is saying it. They're discussing Harry Kane's name. And Kicker saying he's on Bayern's short list. So I'm thinking Kane is a serious option for Bayern. I just don't think it'll ever happen. He's way too expensive. In other Bayern news, Robert Lewandowski is returning to training tomorrow. So what's up, man? Robert, I thought you were done with us. Well, what are you doing? All right. Why are you coming back to train? I told you this. Lewandowski is a professional, so his day to return is tomorrow. Don't know why better players get longer vacations. I never understood that. I thought everyone was equal. So, yeah, Bayern gave him an extra few days to chill out in some tropical weather. Müller returned to training today, but he was supposed to return tomorrow. So it's Müller and Lewandowski that got these extra breaks. Man, yeah, let's see what happens. It's gonna be cool watching Levy train. It's gonna be insufferable for the most part because you're gonna know he's gonna leave or might leave. Actually, Sky Mark said something funny, and I'm laughing so hard, man. So He said Bayern now want 50 to 55 million guaranteed from Barcelona. So Bayern were wanting 50 million, and it looks like they increased it. And then I look at Barcelona and their other transfers. They're gonna sign Rafinha for 72 million guaranteed. Hey yo, nah, Barca's getting screwed over. Nah, dude, they're getting freaking bro. We're talking about a club that's selling their imaging rights, and they're selling something every day to afford some players. Fabrizio Romano says no agreement yet between Juventus and Bayern for De Ligt. The clubs will be in contact again this week to negotiate. Juve have been informed that De Ligt agreed personal terms with Bayern, but takes times to find solutions between both clubs. So they're not going to want to take too long, because then it takes away from the fact that they have to replace De Ligt, because he's one of the most crucial players to their team. And I think Koulibaly is who they're going to go for. But it's kind of funny to me how Barcelona is spending 72 million on Rafinha, but refusing to give Bayern 50 million for Lewandowski. And there was this theory that Lewandowski's camp was feeling weird because we signed Mane from Liverpool for 30 million, a 30-year-old world-class winger. And Lewandowski feels like, well, he should be let go if he's older than Mane, almost 34 years old. Next month, he's 34. They should let him go because, look, he's almost in the same situation as Mane, except he's even older. So he feels like Bayern should let him go for 5 million. But first of all, there's two things to dissect with that. One being Lewandowski is significantly more important for Bayern than Mane was for Liverpool. He scores goals. He's a Ballon d'Or contender, so he's better. The age thing isn't too relevant. But the final thing I got to point out here is that Barcelona's poor. Bayern want to bankrupt Barcelona, so it's hilarious. It's a nice little game we're playing. We want Barcelona to pay 50 million guaranteed. They're going to have a super negative transfer net transfer thing going into next season. They're going to be in even more debt, and it's just going to be more ridiculous for them. So screw you, Barcelona, you pricks. We're balling out. If Bayern buys Kane, imagine Mane, Kane, Sane. Oh, the A-nays, baby. Mane, Kane, Sane. Oh, no, it's just Kane. Well, Kane is his new name. The A-nays, man. Could be a cold force. Mane will bench Sane. Well, that depends. If we don't get a center or a striker, yes, it's more than possible Sadio Mane benches Sane. That's if Lewandowski stays, which I think it's likelier than people think, but also not super likely. That's what I'm thinking. Like, Lewandowski could actually stay next season. Like, Barcelona could draw. It could be like, all right, this is stupid. We'll wait. And Bayern are more than comfortable with letting Lewandowski stay. But I still want the 55 million. We moved up the deal. It's 55 million. Every day they spend, we add $1 million to his transfer demands. That's what we're going to do. We're going to screw over Barcelona. All right, and another reason we got Mane on a cheap is because we have a good relationship with Liverpool. We don't have a good relationship with Barca because they're broke. Why would we have a good relationship with you? It's like, why would you have a good relationship with your ex? She's ugly now, and she's old. You're bowling out, you're rich, and you're having fun. Why would you care about Barcelona? Like, why would we try to be in a good spot with them if we know they're going to be in financial insolvency next year or in 2 years? Why would you even care? Like, it's not like Barca's going to have too many players we want to buy in the future where we want them to return the favor. In fact, if anything, if we went for a Barca player, those bastards would sell them to us in a heartbeat for below the market premium. It's going to be like they're going to do the Barcelona is stupid, bro. So Bayern don't respect your grind. Howdy. Barca haven't paid for Vidal and he's almost going to retire. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Whoa. Why don't I have mods in the chat? Man, guys, that's irritating. Someone said Fabrizio tweeted. Yes, we read it. Fabrizio Romano. He tweeted De Ligt and Bayern getting close, but Juventus and Bayern don't have an agreement because it was just talks. Like, it was just, gauging up what Juventus wants and what Bayern wants, and that's it. That's it. Honestly, that's it. I don't mind paying up Juventus. I like. Let me get that. Let me get that clear for y'all. I don't mind paying up Juve as much as they want, because I know Juventus ain't gonna be like Barcelona where they don't exist next year, man. So, dang, Erik ten Hag really let Harry Maguire be the captain? Oh no, I do mind Bayern paying up for De Ligt. I think it'd be bad, but I think like there's players at Juventus we would want in the future, and I'm sure there's players they're gonna want from Bayern. So we can charge them a premium too. We could be like, yo, you paid this, we paid this much for De Ligt. You could pay this much for this player that wants to go to you. Yeah, it could be a good working relationship. We got Coman from Juventus. Who do they get from us? Mandzukic. So, there's a relationship there. Well, Barcelona, it's like, screw you. Like, you're a prick. We hate you. We're the better FCB. Dang. Nah, but Ten Hag really made Maguire captain? I don't even blame CR70 for wanting to leave. Maguire's your captain. Oh, my God. It's like if Maguire was a good player, but just not a good leader, it makes sense. Yeah, he leads by example, but he's trash. Like, he's not good. Imagine it'd be the same thing as Pavard being Bayern captain. I'd lose my mind, dude, because Pavard ain't that good. And then he's not a super leader. And then the worst thing is you have Manuel Neuer right there, or Thomas Muller, or even Robert Lewandowski. That would be the worst. Oh my gosh, Bayern have some cold kits, man. FC Bayern custom kits. Wow, who designed this? Yo, I would buy this. It's like I gotta show you all this, man. This is a sexy kit. Too sexy for you? Yeah. Nah, this is crazy sexy. I think it's like is it a fan design? Wow, this is, oh my. It's that black, right? And then the red stripe, the Bayern logo. And it even makes the T-Mobile logo look good. Hey, we gotta get a new sponsor, man. This T-Mobile logo, just what kind of T is this? Like, it's so ugly. Wow, the badge is just black. Nah, it's the badge that does it for me, because it's like, when do you ever see the Bayern badge change colors? It's always red in every kit. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but yeah, it's Bayern kits. It's always red. Well, no, actually, that's a lie. Well, this is lighter red, but it's almost always red. This October kit, which is one of our best kits, green. Dude, the reason it's cool is because the badge changes. This one's good too because the badge changes. We gotta be more flexible. It's either always red or white, and I don't enjoy that. We got to be more flexible. Man, that's a sexy kit, man. Yeah. You can't even beat Brighton. Yeah, Man United are crazy. They're in the mud, baby. What's going on? I need some water. I don't have any. I got like a water crisis going on right now. I feel like a desert. Why are Bayern fans salty about United? No, we just think your club is hilarious. Like, there's no look. It's be the same thing as Man United laughing at us if we lost. And also, you took a trophy from us in 1999, so fans are always going to remember that. Oh my gosh, United fans. Just a quick sneeze there. Don't worry, I muted myself. United fans are talking about everyone but signing nobody. It's so funny, man. Wait, Haaland changed idols quick. What's going on? I want to watch this. Don't tell me he idolized Zlatan.
Is it home from Aguero, I have to say. So, of course, here.
Bro said he growing up, he idolized Aguero. That's a lie. We know that's a lie.
And my biggest idol as a child, I had a lot of good players from Zlatan to Ronaldo to these kind of guys. I cannot say one, so I'll say two: Cristiano Ronaldo and Zlatan.
Yeah, look, only lanky bowlers like Haaland say Ronaldo. Let's be honest. Haaland ain't good. Nah, I'm joking. I hope Kel is a good player. Never seen him play, but people say he's the next big thing. That's what people say with every signing. We'll sign him. He'll do some things, and we won't be. I won't be surprised if he doesn't succeed. But he gives you some interesting. Oh, let's watch him. Why not? Nah, I don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, he has some ability. I'd say he's 2-footed, I think. Like, good with his left and right. But 20 million? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. He's a left winger, but can play in every position, even striker, scores goals. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, he just barely played in League One. Look, here's what I think. When you're signing a player from the French league, the first thing you have to do is make sure, well, if they're young, that is, make sure they're playing week in, week out. Like Camavinga is playing week in, week out, or was playing when he was at Rennes. Was it Rennes? And then how about Tchouaméni playing week in, week out? At the age of 18, this dude was already like getting caps for France. That's the key thing. He had 71 Ligue 1 games before getting signed by Real Madrid. And now he has 26 La Liga games. And you know what I mean? Dude, Real signed him for 34 million? Thought it was 100 million. That's amazing. Hey, yo, Real Madrid are ballers. How did they sign him for that cheap? That's crazy. Wow. Dang, man. W's in the chat for Real Madrid. Good business, because this dude helped them win the Champions League, like genuinely. Every time he came on, he changed the game. But yeah, Camavinga is like what you want. Tchouaméni, all right? Tchouaméni, 80 million to Real Madrid. I mean, he's basically a better version of Casemiro. Essentially, he had 91 League One games. If you're going to sign Matthijs de Ligt, and this dude has 7 League One games, and they're all off the bench or something, he's not starting week in, week out. That's the mistake. That's where I'm like, why? Just give him some time to play and integrate. And they're already playing in their national teams. So I just don't get it, man. I don't get why we're rushing this. Like, why are we signing Matthijs de Ligt? Why? Especially when we have other youngsters that can be capable of doing what he does. Who do you think will replace Neuer? I don't need to think about that, to be honest. Like, Neuer ain't dead. Like, until Neuer dies, that's when we'll think about replacing him. But for now, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, man. Don't forget Bellingham. What about Bellingham? Yeah, Jude Bellingham is, what you would not at Bayern. I don't think we'll ever sign him. But he would be an example of signing a player at a decent age. Wait, how come La Liga have 6-year contracts? How does that work, people? Tchouaméni has a 6-year contract. What the hell? Didn't like some other Barca player, like Ansu Fati, had like a 7-year contract when he renewed? Now it's probably 5 years because the years have gone by. It's kind of weird, man. It kind of creeps me out. You can tie a player down for their entire prime, sign Mbappe, and you know he's going to Real Madrid. Oh my gosh. Freaking Frankfurt play Real Madrid for the Super Cup. Imagine if Frankfurt beats Real Madrid in the UEFA Super Cup. And you know it could happen because it's Frankfurt. But I think they lost too many players. And nah, I'm joking. It's not going to happen. It'd be cool, though. I mean, watching Frankfurt versus Real Madrid would just be funny. But imagine they beat Real and win like 2 more trophies. It would be so good for the Bundesliga, but I doubt it. It'd be good for the global recognition of the Bundesliga. Imagine, like, you know how many Brazilians are going to hear about Eintracht Frankfurt for the first time in their lives when one of their clubs is playing them in the Club World Cup? Yeah. Darwin Núñez has a 6-year contract at Liverpool. That's freaking weird. Yeah, 7-year contracts for an 18-year-old is slavery. Like, Tchouameni's 22. So I guess it makes sense that he has 99 League One appearances at Monaco. Nah, dude, it's way too much for Matthijs de Ligt, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, boys. I'm really not sure. Matthijs de Ligt or whatever his name is. It's just way too much money for a youngster like that hasn't, experienced top flight for that long. Who can be the best replacement for Levy this season? Well, I have a video coming out. Literally, I'm going to publish it right after this. I recorded it before I went live. Yeah, it's about Harry Kane. So there's, watch that video. But I'm getting hungry as hell, man. De Ligt coming to Bayern. Nothing these rivals can do about it. Yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia San Mia and peace. Let's see if there's any updates because they're just coming in quicker. Oh, update from Pletigo as reported on Friday and today in our show. Juventus demands around 80 million. An agreement in the range of 70 million guaranteed is possible. That's funny because I literally said that this whole show. I was like, they're going to accept that much. All right, cool. Goodbye.